Giveaways? Ah, whatever. Let's talk about how we make money by giving stuff away. Companies running giveaways is nothing new. It's been used as a tactic for decades to bring awareness, prospects, and ultimately new customers into brands' ecosystems. But there's a few ways that ecom brands specifically can capitalize on this tactic, and that's what we're going to walk through today. This episode of Tactical and Practical is brought to you by IntelliGems, your one-stop shop to take the guesswork out of split testing and to increase the top and bottom line of your ecom brand. I've been a paying customer and advocate of IntelliGems for a year now, and they've been an amazing resource for us as we've grown. Their software is simple and easy to install. I'm not very technical at all, and I can set up every test we need. It's become an absolute necessary part of our tech stack, and I couldn't recommend it enough. Go to intelligems.io to get started. Packages start at just $100 a month, and it is incredibly worth it. All right, back to the show. In my career, I've run giveaways for World Series tickets, big screen TVs, beer money, and now watches. And later this year, hopefully we'll be running a giveaway for an all-expenses-paid trip to Lynchburg, Tennessee to go visit the Jack Daniel's distillery. And as fun as it is to give all that stuff away, we're not doing it purely out of generosity. The truth is we have a system to make a lot of money from these promotions. The key is understanding how much each giveaway entry is worth to you. And to do that, you have to know exactly who they are, what they value, and what they spend their money on. Like any marketing endeavor, you need to have a strong understanding of the people you're selling to. And to be honest, if you don't have that, stop listening to this episode. Never listen to an episode of my podcast again until you go talk to your customers and understand who they are and what they value, what they want to feel. Go do that before looking into any new marketing tactic. I promise I'll be here waiting for you. If you already have done that, that's great. Let's get back into it. You've heard people say when it comes to ad creative that the ad creative does the targeting of your ad campaigns. And when it comes to giveaways, something similar is true. The prize does the targeting for you. So you have to choose a prize that pre-qualifies someone who enters as a realistic potential customer of yours. When I ran marketing for a company in the world of baseball, we gave away tickets to MLB games all the time. That pre-qualified almost everyone who entered as a baseball fan. But it also pre-qualified people as having a certain level of disposable income. You see, we didn't offer to pay for travel to the games or for parking or for concessions. And if you've been to any pro sporting event, you know you're going to drop a couple $100 on those things, even if the tickets are free. So you have to choose a prize that qualifies someone not only from an interest perspective, but also from an access perspective. They need to have the interest and desire to sign up for whatever you're giving away, but they also have to have access or the means or the ability to become a customer of yours in the future. That second part is very often overlooked. I've seen a lot of ecom brands try to run giveaways just for cash, and I can't tell you once that that's gone well for them. Don't give away money. You're only going to attract people that don't have money, and these giveaway entries are worthless to you if they don't have money to spend on your store. The only caveat to that is you could make a purchase a necessary requirement to enter the giveaway. It could be purchase to entry. Ridge Wallet famously runs a giveaway every summer for a Ford Bronco or $75,000 in cash. But here's the thing. You're not Ridge Wallet. Unless Sean or Connor are listening. If you guys are, hey, I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you here. Thanks for coming. But to the rest of you, you don't have any business offering a prize that big or a prize with as much mass appeal, that everyone in America might want to enter, because who wouldn't want $75,000? Their TAM is so big that example is just not relevant to most other ecom brands. But even though the people who enter their giveaway might not be a hyper-targeted list, from the outside it appears the majority of their entries come from purchases. So they don't need to be as strict with measuring their cost and revenue per lead because they're not just acquiring leads, they're acquiring customers, and I'm sure they're tracking the profitability of new customer acquisition. If you want to go in this direction and require a purchase to enter the giveaway, you need to get a lawyer involved, or you need to get one of these companies that run sweepstakes for you, because there's all sorts of laws to make sure you're staying compliant that you don't want to get wrong. All of my experience and what I think is the most accessible way for an ecom brand to run a giveaway is to not require a purchase to entry. So that's what I'm going to focus on in this episode. So now you have a deep understanding of who your customers are, what they value. You've chosen a gift that pre-qualifies every entry as someone who represents your target market. And you've chosen not to require purchase to entry, so you're going to have people fill out a lead form, or maybe they're going to text you to enter. Now it's finally time to launch your giveaway and promote it. The majority of your promotional efforts should be focused on acquiring new leads. There's a handful of exceptions to that rule. Like for us, we've had an internal initiative to get more of our email list to sign up to our text list. So we've promoted giveaways to our email subscribers that make them text us to enter. But typically, the main goal is going to be to acquire net new leads, which means you're going to have to advertise. My most successful method of acquiring leads has been by leaning on our YouTube influencers to promote the giveaway. Now, if you haven't listened to the first episode of Tactical and Practical, I break down exactly how and why we work with YouTubers, and it applies to giveaway promotion as well. Everything I said about advertising with them to acquire new customers and get sales is the same for acquiring leads. You just change the call to action and the landing page. The other way we've promoted our giveaways is to run paid social ads to a lead form on our website. I strongly advise against running lead form ads on Facebook. I've tried it. I've lost thousands of dollars because those leads have never proven to be profitable for us. So we force everyone to come to our site and fill out a form or text us to enter. If you've never run a giveaway before, you're not going to have a solid target for what a good cost per lead is for you, but you can use your existing leads and flows to give you a general idea. At every brand I've run a giveaway at, giveaway leads are typically 50 to 70% as valuable as leads that come in on your standard website pop-up for your welcome flow. So go look at your welcome email or text flow, divide the total revenue by the number of leads who have opted in. That's your revenue per lead. You probably want to divide that by 2 to get a conservative estimate of what a giveaway lead might be worth to you. And then probably divide that number by 2 again to figure out what should be your target cost per lead. So let's say your standard revenue per lead from your welcome flow is $10. You can estimate a giveaway lead might be worth $5, and you probably won't want to spend more than $2.50 to acquire that lead. Now, that formula is loosely based off an estimate of 6 brands I've run giveaways for. It's not gospel, but it's a good estimate for a first attempt at this, and then you'll use your own data to improve the process going forward. One thing I'll say, if your revenue per giveaway lead is less than half the revenue per lead of your standard welcome flow, then you need to choose a better prize to give away because it's not qualifying people well enough for them to be valuable to you. Now, the last and most important thing I'll say on promoting the giveaway, you need to spend enough to make it worth it. You need to spend enough on ads promoting this to give it even a chance of working. Let's look at this example. If the prize costs you $1,000 and then you only spend another $1,000 on ads promoting it, you're going to lose money. You might break even at $2,500 in ad spend, but this doesn't really get impactful for your brand until you spend 10 times or 50 times or 100 times the amount of money on ads that you spent on the prize itself. Volume solves a lot of problems in ecom, and running giveaways is no exception. So create this chart with what your real metrics are and start to run the scenarios of how much you need to spend promoting a giveaway to make it really impactful to your business. Now, let's get to the fun part. Announcing the winner and reaping the rewards. This is probably the only piece of true secret sauce in this episode. And it's not something I've seen many other brands do. When we announce the winner, we don't just text that person or just email that person. And we don't send an email to everyone else telling them they didn't win. We text and email everyone, thank them for entering, and then we tell them to check our website to see if they won. As you can imagine, those campaigns have the highest engagement, specifically the highest click-through rate I've ever seen. We literally had one where our CTR was higher than 100% because some people checked more than once if they were the winner. Now, admittedly, by definition, this is clickbait. I'm not denying that. But I can tell you it's made our new product launches and our giveaways so much more profitable than they ever were before. Because we are getting everyone that is interested in this to come to our website, which is where all our conversions happen. We send people to a page that's promoting the new products or the offer that we were focusing this giveaway on. The top of the page has our standard sales copy, but the people who entered the giveaway are sent to a page with that extra line of copy at the bottom announcing who the winner is. Then immediately below that copy is the collection of products that we're promoting in this giveaway. So we end up with thousands of people who are very interested in our new product because in this case, the giveaway prize was one of the watches in this new collection. All these people who are excited, they rush to our website as soon as the products come out. Only one of them wins, but a lot of the people end up buying it anyway. Something you can do to sweeten the pot even further is to announce that just for entering, everyone can use a special discount code or promo within 24 hours to get a great deal on your site. We see the vast majority of revenue from these leads come on the day that we announce the winner. So it's important to try to squeeze as much as you can out of them. After launch day, after announcement day, you should make sure to send this segment a few more emails and texts in the coming weeks, specifically promoting the product most closely related to the prize that you are giving away. It's really important to squeeze every drop of revenue you can out of that list. When we're doing this, I don't worry about unsubscribe rates from these giveaway lists because they're only valuable to me if they buy. If they don't buy, I don't want them on the list anyway, so feel free to hit that list early and often. 30 days after the giveaway ends, we divide total revenue by the total giveaway entries to get our revenue per lead. We compare that to our cost per lead to see how profitable we were. You'll also want to measure this data again at 90 days, 6 months, and a year, just to see how that cohort performs over time. You might be surprised when you start to look at that data. To measure profit of the whole giveaway, use the chart I showed earlier in the previous example to figure out what metrics you need to improve for next time. Maybe you need a more specific prize that you think will get you a higher revenue per lead because it's more closely related to your product offering. Maybe you need a lower cost per lead. Or maybe you just need to spend more money promoting the giveaway to make it more impactful for you. Adjust what you need to and run it again. If you're executing these right, they can bring a ton of the right attention to your brand. They can massively increase the size and value of your email and SMS lists, and they can be extremely profitable. So if you want to make money, try giving some stuff away. If you have any questions about this process or anything I talk about on this podcast, please feel free to tweet at me at Nate Lagos. I'll be there to answer any questions you have. And I'll see you next time on Tactical and Practical. Thank you for listening.